on this channel. My name is Ro. Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'll be doing a very quick update on my spending thus far for the month. So if you are new to the channel, if you're visiting for the first time, my name is Rose and I'm all about financial freedom. So I'm trying to get my mindset right. I'm trying to build a better relationship with money. I'm sharing my journey of paying off my debts, my budgeting, and everything in between basically. Alright, so please feel free to check out my previous videos for a little bit more background on my journey. Alright, so let's get into updating this budget for the month of September. First thing, if you watched my August closeout, you would have heard me mention that my rollover amount was more than what I added into the budget for September. So let me just back up a little bit. I did my September budget a couple days before I normally would have done my budget, because I like to do my budget once a paycheck hits my account, because of the way that I remove all remaining funds from the account before, so I can have an accurate count of my rollover. But I didn't do that for the last budgeting period. I went ahead and I budgeted using the base income. Alright, so when I did the closeout, I had $23.22 in my account across all my accounts. My landed account, which is where my paycheck comes into, both our paychecks, myself and my husband, and our expense accounts. So when I did the August closeout, I saw exactly where the extra money came from. And that was coming from the over budgeted amount from the Best Buy card. Alright, so the actual rollover is $23.22. So yeah, I have an extra $10.15 here that was a result of the adjustments in the closeout. Alright, so the base salary is $31.8107. We had some overtime of $365.79. $365.79. Bonus from my Rakuten. This money is my Rakuten rewards that I received in August. I did budget it in August, but I didn't use it, so I had to remove it from my August budget and add it into my September budget. And I did it this way because I want to keep track of it here. Alright, so that's $30 and $80 family contribution to cover the security payment. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this $10.15 is to add it to the expense cushion. When I completed the budget, there was $54.98 that I did not budget. So when I have any money left over, I just leave it in expense cushion, just in case I forget to budget anything, then I know that it's there. I don't just go and spend it, and I keep it there, because there are times when I do forget things, and you will see that coming up in this review as well. So I'm just gonna add this $10.15 here. All right, okay, so now we have $3,656.86 that I'm going to be using to my actual spending so far. But before I get into that, I'm just going to swing over to my expense tracker. So this is my expense tracker for the month of, or for the period August 30th through September 29th. So far we did fuel on the 30th for $51.90. I do believe that I'm going to go over budget for fuel because I didn't budget for my car, but I had to top up my fuel because I had to go to the office for a meeting. So that was unexpected and I had to do that. So on the 4th, I did fuel for myself, and that was $20.75. On the 9th, ADT payment came out for $77.32. On the 9th as well, I did my emission testing. Now, I don't know how or why I forgot to budget for my tag. I didn't know about emission because I've never had to do emissions before my car. never had to do, it wasn't a requirement for my car to do emissions, but it's now 3 years old. So they said that I have to do the emissions. So $22 for the emission, and the tag is $20. And I had to pay $3.95 to use my card. And guys, I was so upset. I was so upset because I'm saying almost $4 to use my card to pay. Even though I drove to the office, I still had to pay. I was so upset. So this is going to be on another video that I'm going to talk about that I have coming up on some things that I want to cut out. So I'm definitely going to address this in that video. All right, so total fuel so far $72.65. Unbudgeted expenses $45.95. And I am just gonna swing over to my consumer debt tracker. So I use two tracking system. I use a variable expense tracker, which is my variable expenses right here. And then I also use my consumer debt tracker, which I use to track my credit cards, car loan, and a personal loan. So the only card that was paid was the Ashley Furniture card, paid on the 4th for $30. All right, so I'm just gonna go back over to the budget worksheet to get all those updates in. All right, so starting from the top, which is in the housing and general expense category, I did budget for a half of my rent, and that was paid because a half was paid in mid-August. All right, no payment was budgeted for water because that was also paid in August. Security bill was paid for $77.32. Car insurance was paid for $275. Cell phone is not due. Internet not due. That was paid already. That was paid. Gas was paid already. Electricity was paid. I did budget for life insurance, but I haven't paid it as yet. I'm to be budgeted another $25 to cover the life insurance for this month. So I'm just gonna update this one right here for now. For fuel and gas, we already used $72.65. All right, so for housing and general expense category, I budgeted $1,700.50, and so far I've used $1,640.47. All right, there was no activity in sinking funds and personal or discretionary. So I'm just going to switch over to my debt obligations. Car payment and personal loan 1 and 2, as well as the credit card. Those were successfully taken out. So let me just update these. Car payment number 1, which is a half because we have these on the split pay method. So that's $244.19 for car payment number 1, $230.94 for car payment number 2. Credit card was paid for $30. Personal loan for $620.37. Personal loan number 2 for $383.16. And extra debt payment to my PayPal MasterCard for $30.62. Okay, and this 62 cents, this is gonna show me as over, but this 62 cents I already had in my PayPal cash account. Subscription was paid for $1.99 already, and I am now going to use some of this money from the expense cushion to cover my emission testing and my tag, which is $45.95. Because it should have been budgeted. So let me just back up to going over the totals right here. So for debt, I budgeted $1,538.66. I paid $1,539.28. And for subscription, I still have $8 and a penny left over. I do have additional subscription to come out in a couple of days. And I still have $19.18 left after this expense cushion. After using this money from the expense cushion to cover my tag and emission testing. All right, so there is still $429.17 left to be spent, and it's gonna stay right here until the next payday. Then I'll be able to most likely use it to as a rollover. Hopefully I don't have to use it before, because I want this money to go towards grocery for the next period. Okay, so there you have it, guys. I have successfully updated my actual spending so far for the month. I am hoping and I'm praying that I can stay on this path for the next couple of days. I'm praying I can stay on this path for the next couple of days. All right, so if you are enjoying this content and you want to see more videos from me, my progress on my budgeting and my debt-free journey, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Also, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, because it really helps to push my video out. It really helps with the algorithm. All right, thank you all for your amazing support, because your support is what fuels and keeps this channel running. So thank you, thank you, thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.